I've just discovered that none of these buttons work with gloves on. Anyway, how are you folks? You may be able to tell, but I'm in the Stonehenge car park for coaches. It's Wednesday the 12th of February and there's not a lot going on here. The actual motorhome place is just there where that white van is. When I came in, there were 3 ambulances in there. I think they were just having lunch. All behind it is also motorhome spaces, but you seem to get staff parking there at the moment. And so it's a bit of a pain. So I've parked in one of the coach bays. I'm probably not going to be able to do that in the summer, but as it's only February, I don't see this problem. If the staff are taking up the motorhome bays, then I can park where I want. I'm coming for a wander around, a couple of reasons. Just to have a look at the Drove, going through Stonehenge, see if that's open. I know it's been closed for a while. They were doing some highways, we're doing some levelling. There were some massive potholes. We're going to go and see what that is like. And just to talk about my change of name for my channel. There's little old me. This is the building just to the right there. There's a door where you check in if you come in on a coach. If you don't know what you're doing, or the drivers come and check you in. And this building also has some toilets. I've just come through the reception area, ticket area, and I'm sure you've seen these, the replica Neolithic houses, which are open, often have a fire going. That'd be good today, wouldn't it? Right, let's get onto this walk, this pathway. I've now come off the road and I'm standing atop the round barrow at the start of the cursus. So it stretches off there in the distance. There are slight banks at either side. This was built between 3600 and 3300 BC, so 5,000 years ago. And it was, well, they don't know what it was. There was a theory that it was a processional route. There was another theory that it aligns with sunrise, sunset, but they don't really know. Just get my gloves on. I've now got both gloves on. As I came out today, when you open the door, it just shows the mileage. And I've done 3,600 and something miles. And I've had the van now 9 months. So very few miles really. I suppose it goes in line with 5,000 miles on the insurance, so that's not so bad. I gave it a bit of a blast in the summer when I bought it in May, 2nd of May I think it was, I picked it up. But the winter months I tend to hibernate a bit, so I haven't been out a lot. 3-day trips, or trips over 3 days. I've done a few of those. Met up with some friends. Just come out for the afternoon for a walk like this at Stonehenge. I did a video of Woodhenge not so long ago, but my lead was in the wrong way round, and so I had to delete that. Bit of a pain in the neck. I might go back there one day, but it's just so cold. It's probably impossible to see in this light, but I'm standing on one of the banks at the edge of the cursus. It is a scheduled ancient monument. So we've got a bank here. To my left is the flatter bit in the middle, and to the right where there's like cows and sheep have used the path. This is sort of a ditchy bit, and then it goes back up, and it will go, I think it runs for 2 kilometres, so to right in the middle of the screen where those trees are. Arrived at the cursus barrows. There are 5, maybe 6 of them along here. They're parallel with the cursus, which is just off to my right. I've met nobody in the landscape. It is absolutely dead, and I can now see the stone circle from here, and there are more sheep than people bombing around there. I can see a digger on the byway, so we'll have a look over that. But let me just show you the landscape in front of me, where the road is, where the buses go. There's a road in that dip just down there. That's where you can walk. It's much more fun walking in the landscape. There's little trees right in the middle. You might be able to see some people there. And that digger is on the drove, or alternatively it's byway 12, which comes in from the A303 just over the hill. So there's a digger there, one bus waiting for some people, and then you might just be able to see the stones. So I'm going to walk to my left. This is the rest of the drove. It comes along here. You can see some traffic on the A303 in the distance. So I'm going to head down this path and see what sort of works are going on the byway. A mistake I made when I bought my first motorhome, which was in December 19, just before all that COVID nonsense and locking down and all the rest of it. I didn't know any YouTubers. I didn't know much about motorhomes, although a lot of it's common sense. I named the channel after the van. Don't do that. If you're going to buy a van, don't name the channel after the van unless you know you're going to keep it for the rest of your life. It was a Bessicar E540. The badge on the front was a B, where you'd normally have Fiat or Swift or whatever, and it looked like the badge for a Bentley. So I thought, Bentley, that's a good name for it. So the channel became Bentley on Tour, which is fine while I had it, and then I changed it. I've gone through before why I changed it, so you can look for previous videos if you want to do that. But basically downsize, make it not as wide on the road. So I bought another van, which I fantastically named Benson, son of Bentley. Yeah. Anyway, the channel stayed as Bentley on Tour. So that's where my problem was. So I've had this problem for 9 months. Shall I change it? Shall I not change it? Blah, 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 all the rest of it. Anyway, this year I've decided to make the change. I have, at this date, 372 subscribers. Thank you, every one and all of you, for sticking with me, watching my videos every now and again, commenting as you do. Appreciate that. It's nice just to see what people think. 1 or 2 negative ones, I don't care, they get deleted. They get deleted, so don't bother writing negative comments. And my OCD was driving me potty, so I've decided to rename the channel. I'm now on the Drove, or Byway 12. This has had a top layer that has been flattened, it's curved so the water runs off. That's much improved. I mean, there were tents here, people had fires. Oh, it might have been a van fire, I don't know. There's still a bit of rubbish around. But this top dressing is all new. Now here's a turn up for the books. That very nice English heritage person I was talking to earlier, I said I was going to look around the stones, and I normally go around the outside because you can get quite close to the heel stone and have a look. But he said, have you got your staff pass? And I've got my ex-staff pass because I'm ex-staff, and he's let me in with the other people. Let me show you where I am. Recognise it? Together with the incumbent crow on the top. Yeah, the path, when you come in, when you pay to come in or go on a bus tour or whatever, you probably get to within, just trying to, 6, 7, 8 metres of it. And there are not many people here today. Look, so close now, can't get it all in. Look at the size of those trilithons. Almost got it all in, together with the traffic on the A303. The path stops here as it's a bit muddy. Normally you can get all the way round, but it stops here. But look at it, there must be 3 people to my right, probably half a dozen to my left, and a dozen in shot. That's it, all you got today. And it's now 3 o'clock or something. I love it when it's quiet, these places. This is as good a place as any to let you know what my channel's going to be. I've decided it's going to be Martin's Road Trip Adventures, and I've got a number plate to match. I'm quite amused. He said I could have got on the bus and I would have been the only one on the bus. I suppose they might have waited for a few more people. It's so quiet, I can't believe it. Anyway, I'm going to do the walk again. I think it's 2 kilometres back here, so that's good for me. No one else is about. The other question I've asked myself about changing the channel name is, should you do it? Is it a brand? When does it become a brand? When you earn money from it? Well, I don't earn any money from it. I never intended to earn any money from it. Although I did joke to myself that I'm going to make $1 million, but that's not going to happen. I'm sure the people who subscribe, thank you very much, will understand the change of name. It's about me and my adventures. So that's apt. I've got a new van, 9 months old, which I'll have for the foreseeable future. And it's not about life in the van, it's about visiting places. I'm not a van lifer. I spend some of my life in the van, but I don't live in it. It's not living in a van. So it's just exploring different places, adventures, road trips. So that's what it's about. So hopefully you'll be happy with that, and any new subscribers would be most welcome. Yes, I'll keep putting out videos of my travels and where I get to. I don't show campsites really, it's really the end destination, the castles, the abbeys, the coast, the countryside. These are the sort of places that this channel is all about. Anyway, heading back to the van now. I will see you on the next one. Well, I'm going to NEC next week on Tuesday. I have a ticket, so I'm going out to Birmingham for 3 days, staying at Kingsbury Water Park, which is the closest campsite I can get to it. Visiting on Tuesday, having a look round. Maybe I'll see you there. Right, all the best then. Catch you soon. Bye.